after I sing to you guys. Okay. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh, I did it again. It's the 18th. Is it the 18th? It's the 18th, right? It is the 18th. Today is October 18th. I always start these team calls and I'm like, I have no idea what day it is, but it's Tuesday. I know that. That's all that matters, right? So thank you guys for hopping on tonight. Tonight's topic is how to rock social media, because let's face it, that's what we do. That's how we build our business. That's how we build our brand. That's how we get people involved, because we're not door-to-door vacuum salesmen. So we don't want to go to door meeting people. We meet people from the comfort of our own home, and like we were just talking about before, press record, in our comfort of our own yoga pants, leggings, or pajama pants. So like I'm sure half of us right now are wearing pajama pants. Who's with me? Anyone wearing pajama pants? Keisha looks all done up in her car right now. Oh, she's got the babes. All the babes. And the big babe. So one thing that we want to be aware of is social media. Yes, it can be a scary place. And my LuLaRoe leggings. Katie, I hope you don't hate my post that I did about. It's nothing about the leggings. I'm sure they make me feel like butter, or they feel like butter, or something about butter. But it's just the groups. Like, I can't do the groups. Like the mascara and the nails and the smelly stuff. Like, just don't add me to groups. I don't add you to groups. Don't add me to groups. I'm sorry for going on my little venting. As a Beachbody coach, you guys don't add people to groups unless they ask for it, okay? End of story. Not going there anymore. Just don't do it. Okay. Because you don't even know if someone likes leggings. I personally hate pants, okay? I hate pants. They're leg prisons. I don't like them. Leggings are okay. They make my butt feel good sometimes, so they're good. Okay. Anyways, let's get on with social media, shall we? So social media is our platform, our base of where we build our business. But we want to do it in a way where we're being productive, right? You don't just want to post random stuff all day to get nothing out of it. You don't just want to be on your Facebook all day and feel like you're tiring yourself out, have no idea what to do, no idea how to connect with people. So I want to give you guys a couple tips tonight on how to not perfect social media. I want you guys to remember there's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing as being perfect on social media, or off of social media for that matter. Excuse me. And using social media, I want you guys to keep in mind, it is basically your source of accountability, okay? Use it as documentation for your journey. The reason we use social media, we use it to share our story so people connect with us and they develop trust in us, right? So I want you guys to think, and maybe I'm your upline, maybe someone on this call is your upline, maybe you signed up with someone else that's not on this call, but I want you to really think about it. Think about why you connected with the person that you connected with. Did it have anything to do with social media? Raise your hand if it had anything to do with social media. Because they shared their story, they shared their truth, they shared their journey, their struggles, their triumphs, everything on social media, right? They were real and you connected with them. Well, that's what we want to do. We want to make that presence on social media so we connect with people. We build that foundation. And yes, inviting and talking to people and building relationships and growing our network is like the main part that gets us progressing in our business. But unless we lay that foundation, no matter how many people that we add as friends that day or how many messages we send out, if they go to our social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or a Facebook like page, and they see absolutely nothing, say you haven't posted anything since 2013, or maybe your cat is your profile picture, or you have absolutely no photos of yourself or your story or anything, and they're going to go to your page and be like, who is this person trying to connect with me? Who is sending me a random friend request? Right? Like how many of you guys have received a friend request from someone that their face was not their profile photo, and you're like, ooh, what do I do here? And you go and you kind of creep their page and there's no photos of them, and you're like, decline, right? It's weird. Like, don't do that. Or if someone sends you a friend request and you're like, hey, thanks for the friend request, and they send you the thumbs up emoji, don't do that either. I hate the thumbs up emoji. It's horrible. So make sure that you make yourself present on social media. One of the big things, guys, on any of your social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook like page, make sure your profile photo is a picture of you smiling. Okay, make sure it's clear, a picture of you look happy. Like, we all have bad days. I'm not sugarcoating stuff. Oh, I almost cussed and Keisha has her babies. I ain't sugarcoating anything. We all have our bad days, but when you're presenting yourself, you want to represent yourself as your best self. So make sure your profile photo is like, hey, I'm happy, I'm present, I'm here, I'm showing up, and today's a good day. So on your good days, take that selfie and put it as your profile photo. Okay. All right. So social media, no matter what you guys use, yes, there's Instagram. I have my own Instagram training video. I'm not going to get too much into Instagram tonight because I've talked about it a lot. But this is mainly on all sorts of platforms. Okay. So whether you use a Facebook page, a Facebook like page, or Instagram, this is good for all of them. So keep that in mind. Make a presence on social media. You have to put yourself out there. And yes, it's scary to put yourself out there. You know, sharing parts of your story where people are going to connect with you, sharing parts of you that make you real, sharing things that you love. If you're quirky and have a goofy sense of humor like I do, share that. If you're real, if you have a good singing voice, or if you are really good at putting fashion together, or whatever, like even things that don't associate with Beachbody or your health and fitness journey, share those things too, because they're a part of who you are. And those things about you will help people connect with you. And then they'll want to develop a bigger relationship with you, or a deeper relationship with you. And then they'll connect with you. So they want to go on a journey with you, if that makes sense. Because there's only so much connection you can do if you're on a health and fitness journey with someone. Like, you have to have a deeper level connection. Maybe you guys have the same struggles. Maybe you guys like the same things. Maybe you guys had the same life stuff that got in the way. What? I have no idea where I was going with that. Bear with me. Here's the thing. Actually, I was talking to Dana's not on here because her baby's not sleeping tonight. But I was talking to Dana earlier today about using social media as documentation, right? So some of you guys are brand spanking new coaches like Cherie and Kayla on here. Woo woo. So this is going to be great for you guys. But even if you're brand new, or you've been a coach for a year or 10 years, whatever, we all know what it was like to get our very first package in the mail, right? I know, Kayla, you're still waiting, so bear with me here, girlfriend. It was like Christmas morning. It was like, holy shit. Damn it. Oh, sorry, Keisha. Earmuffs for the babes. It was like Christmas morning. Like, even though you paid for it yourself, you were so excited because you knew that your life was about to change, right? Like, who got so excited they almost peed their pants when their first package arrived in the mail? Like, super duper excited. You couldn't shut up about it. You were raving to everybody. Oh my gosh, it was like the best day ever, right? Yeah, see? So you guys want to keep that mentality going, because for whatever reason, as soon as we start doing it, we get super excited, and then we're like, oh my God, I'm a coach. Oh my gosh, I have to get people to do this with me. And so something in our mindset is like, oh, and we dumb that excitement down, right? Don't do that. Don't ever lose that excitement. I want every single day that you moving forward from today, you to be exactly how whoa. I'm so excited that I can't even freaking talk right now. So bear with me. I want you to be exactly as excited as you were the day that you got your package. Exactly as excited. That's really complicated to say. Whew. And use social media as documentation. And what I mean by that is, when you're doing your workouts, share your workouts. Share it like you're blogging, or you're writing a diary, or you're talking to your best friend. What was good? What was bad? What are you most proud of that you accomplished in this workout? You know, did you up your weight by 2 pounds? Did you push a little harder? Are you dropping pant size? Like, what are you doing that you're progressing and moving forward? If it's hard day, share that it was a hard day. Not everyone has, 100%ers every single day. And when you share that you have a rough day, you're relating to people, because every single person out there that has been on any kind of journey has bad days, and they need to hear that they're not alone too, right? So you share when you have your tough days. But obviously you're not going to just be like Debbie Downer, like, oh my gosh, today was a poopy day. I'm going to yada, yada, yada. No, you're going to have like a motivational pickup at the end. You know, like, this is why we read personal development, because we know how to get ourselves out of the slump, or we lean on our friends, our family, our handpicked family that everyone's on here. We lean on each other. So when we have those moments, when we have those struggles, or the times where we feel like, you know, I gave it my best, but my best wasn't good enough today, you forgive yourself, you learn to forgive yourself, and you move on. But you always want to leave a little bit of positivity in it. Like, I'll try better tomorrow, or tomorrow's going to be a better day, or maybe my body needs rest or something. But make sure that you share every part of your story. It's not just, don't just put perfection out there, because when you do that, people think that they cannot attain what you're doing because it looks too hard, because perfection is too hard, right? So when people are being real and they're being honest and open and sharing that they're not just chowing down on celery all day long, that they have a Whopper every now and then, I don't know, or, you know, whatever, share that, because it's relatable to people. And you're using it as accountability, you guys. I talk to so many people about this. There's no freaking way that I could have lost 130 pounds without being a coach. I'm not even kidding you. The accountability of showing up every day, knowing that, not that I think that people are counting on me to post my post-workout sweaty selfie or whatever, but it's just that accountability that I have that just keeps me going. And we all know what it's like to be on our journey by ourselves, right? Who has ever been on a journey by themselves? And it's hard, right? When you have no one to count on, you're like, oh, well, no, I have no one to support today, so I'm just going to go eat a bunch of bonbons and sit and watch Grey's Anatomy all day. No, if you have, I mean, sometimes even with accountability, we have our days. Don't get me wrong. But when you have accountability, you have support, you're like, okay, well, I know that they're expecting me to post my workout before 8 a.m. because I've been doing it for a week or a day. Or I'm going to come on social media and be like, okay, guys, I'm asking you to hold me accountable because I'm starting my journey right now with Country Heat or 21 Day Fix. And I need you guys to call me out if you don't see a stinky, sweaty selfie by 8 a.m. You know, use your friends and your family, as scary as it is. I don't want you to think of it as a fear thing anymore. I want it to be an accountability thing. But also remember, when you're using your social media as documentation, as accountability, along the way, you're inspiring people. You're getting them, you're empowering them to move forward to whatever goals or dreams or wants that they want. Maybe they didn't know that they had the need to start eating better. Maybe they didn't know that they wanted to lose 5 pounds. Maybe they have been feeling stuck in a rut and needing some magic person to come on social media on their Instagram and share their post-workout selfie or some recipe they made, and it's going to completely change their life. So I want you guys to keep that in the back of your mind instead of thinking if there's going to be any naysayers that come on your page, or if there's going to be anyone that's like, oh no, girl, you shouldn't rock those Nikes or whatever negative Nancy's say out there. Don't think about the negative at all. I want you to think of how many lives that you can change with one post. And when you're doing your posts, whether you're using your post as documentation or accountability, like your workouts or your recipes or anything, add value. I want you to write that down. Add value. Make sure that every single post that you are posting is adding value. Maybe it's a tip, maybe it's motivation, maybe it's sharing part of your story. But I want you to really think about that. Like, think, if you were on social media and you scrolled across this post that you just did, would you feel better in some way, shape, or form? Would you make this recipe? Would you be motivated to do something? Would you be inspired to do something? So make sure it's not just like, hey, got some lipstick today. Add value. Say, what kind of lipstick? Does it make your lips feel glossy? Does it make you, I don't know. I shouldn't have went with lipstick there. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, moving on. Avatar. So this is going to be something I'm going to slightly touch on. So bear with me for those of you that have never heard of this before. And it's not the movie I'm talking about. So Avatar is basically the ideal coach or customer that you want to help. So on the side of your notes or whatever, write create avatar. This is your homework for the week. Create an avatar. This is someone that is going to be identical to you. They're going to have the same things in common as you, the same likes, the same dislikes, the same family life, around the same age range, likes to shop at the same places, hates cardio just like you, loves to lift, whatever. Make sure that you have this avatar created and write it down. Write down the things that they like, they don't like, the things they struggle with, things in their past, places that they want to go, their dreams, their aspirations, things like that. And when you're on, you're in work mode, remember when you're posting, post directly to that person. You can, even if you're like super creative, you could like draw a picture of this person, like with handbags from LuLaRoe, whatever that is. I don't know. Or, whatever, Old Navy, Forever 21, Trader Joe's, wherever you guys shop. But things like that. And then you could have like a fur baby, or maybe she's carrying a bunch of babies, whatever. Make it your avatar directed towards you, and the kind of, it's basically you, but a variation, like 5 years younger, 5 years older, things like that. Okay. Be consistent, especially on Facebook like pages. I know so many people have harped on me about these dang Facebook like pages. The algorithm has changed significantly. I'm using a lot of big words tonight, guys. I'm very proud of myself. It's changed a lot, and it's really hard to gain traction on your Facebook like page. And all of y'all that has a like page know exactly what I mean, right? It sucks. Some days you don't get 0 likes. Some days you get 2 likes. Sometimes you get 10 or something higher, and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? Did I hit like the magic button? It was a good day or something. I don't know what's going on. But all I can say is I've talked to, I'm in a part of this 10-star diamond group, and accountability group, and everyone is saying the same thing, is be consistent on your like page. Even if you're not getting any traction now, whenever the algorithm's going to change again, then it's going to have that flow. It's going to be like Moses is going to part the seas, and it's going to be like, like everyone's going to be coming to your page again. So just be consistent. And if you use Instagram, you can set it up where you can share the same exact post, the same exact content from your Instagram account to your like page, so you're not wasting time copying and pasting. However, and I know I've talked to Keisha about this, and hopefully you got it fixed, girlfriend, but if you're posting on your like page and you're trying to build traffic right now, tag yourself in your like page. Katie does an awesome job with this. Do you tag or share? Sorry, I'm totally calling you
I
out.
share.
Oh, you share. Okay.
I should probably tag though.
Well, I mean, you do a really good job, because I see you getting traction on both your like page and your personal page when you do those. Sorry, I didn't mean to stalk you and call it out on there, but she does a really good job. So try it out, see what works best for you. Try tagging or try sharing directly from your fit page to your personal page. The reason for a long time that I was against sharing was because I thought that I would annoy people because they would see it twice for those who liked my page, and that were my friend on my personal page. But then the more I thought about it is, who cares if I annoy them? Those are the people that I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help the people that want the help, right? So don't.
Vicki, I have a question.
Sure. What's up?
Okay, so I was confused. I've talked to you about this before. So your like page should be a business page, and your personal page should be about you. So I'm so confused about what to put on my like page, because I listened to somebody's advice and my affinity went down the toilet, and now that I'm doing what I was doing before, it's going back up. So what should you put on your like page compared to your personal page, or should you put both?
Okay, so it depends. So me personally, I run my business strictly from my like page. I will not, there's very few posts that I do on my personal page that's Beachbody oriented. Like I'll talk about trips or like meeting up with my girlfriends that are coaches or things like that. However, I run everything from my business page, and I'm just, sharing my workout, sharing my personal development, sharing my recipes, sharing my Transformation Tuesday pictures, showcasing my coaches, giving you guys the top 10 shout out, things like that, all on my like page, because I'm just holding that consistency. I'm hoping, I'm holding on to faith here that the infinity will start going back up. However, I know coaches that do both. So it's completely up to you. Like I said, you can do something like Katie does, like on your like page, share or tag yourself on your personal page in those posts to keep that momentum growing up. But all I can say on your like page is stay consistent for the moment, because right now it's in a slump. It's funky. I have no idea what's going on with it. I know Andrea Crowder's doing Amari Smith training with Facebook right now, and hopefully we're going to get some really awesome training about Facebook. But until then, I am not a social media novice or expert. I just know what works for me and what works for other people. So do not ignore, don't ignore your like page. Don't ignore any social media platform that you have started building. If you haven't touched Instagram, I'm going to lie. If you haven't touched Instagram, get on Instagram, because that's the jam. That's the butter. Okay. So get on some Instagram. But if you guys have a like page, don't ignore it. Just keep going. Be consistent. And if you're just starting a like page, then it's going to take a while to build that momentum. Just be patient and be consistent. Did I answer that right, Lori? Is that okay? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Okay, so I am not a tough love person, so this is like me trying to be tough love-ish as much as I can. A lot of you guys know me. You're like, bring it. You're funny. Okay. What?
I said, just kick my butt right now.
Okay.
Like you're only talking to me. Do what I told you to do.
Okay, Victoria, ready? Here we go.
Yep.
Okay. So here's the big thing when posting on social media. I don't care what platform you are using. This goes for every single one of these platforms, okay? First things first, make sure your pictures and your videos are clear, not blurry. We all know what it's like to just get done doing arm day and your arm's like this and you're trying to take a photo, right? I've done it millions of times. I'm like, I can't post any of those. I'm going to have to have Gage take a selfie of mom, or I'm just calling it a wash, because those photos, they don't look good. It's not going to make someone stop in their tracks and be like, oh my gosh, what is that? What kind of picture is that? Yeah. Is it fuzzy or just, is it fuzzy? Okay. I'm good. So you guys can hear me good? Chelsea, can you hear? Good? No, Chelsea can't hear. Maybe unplug your mic and plug it back in. Technology, I swear. I'm going to keep going and hopefully she can hear. Okay. So make sure that your pictures are clear, because you want to be an attention grabber. Okay. I'm not saying like, woohoo, look at me. Like, don't do that. But on your posts, you want to stop people from continuing on scrolling. Because how many times do you sit on Facebook or you sit on Instagram and your finger goes like this, right? And then all of a sudden something catches your eye and you stop. Was that picture blurry? No. It was clear as day. There was something about it that was like, oh my gosh, I gotta check this out. So make sure that you're clear, not blurry. Have good lighting. People want to see whatever it is they're looking at. And is Victoria still on here? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. You were just in the dark. Dang it. I was going to use you as an example. But like this, like, hold on. I'm not even, my lighting is
Sitting outside.
But make sure that you guys have good lighting in your photos or your videos, because people want to see you. They want to see what you're doing. Yeah, look at Holly. She's in the dark. See? People aren't going to be able to see what they're doing. Whether it's a a delicious dish that you just made. Maybe it's a selfie, maybe it's a workout photo, maybe it's a workout video, whatever. Make sure that people can see you. And I know, here's the thing, and it kind of breaks my heart to touch on this. And one of the coaches that have been on this call, and unfortunately she's not on tonight, or I would talk to her on here, but she said that she wouldn't show her video on Zoom because she just was so unhappy with the place that she was. That's why she would never post selfies. That's why she would never share her journey on social media. And it's sad because I think, I can't speak for everybody, but I have been there and I know what that feeling is like. But I promise you, when you show up, you're not only taking responsibility and showing up for yourself, you're helping other women out there just like you. So remember that when it's scary, when you have fear inside you, just think of, instead of thinking of that fear, thinking of how it could help other people. Whether you're doing country heat and you can't get wonky feet down and you look completely absurd, I've been there. I've posted that. I've owned it. I've actually posted that on my personal page. And that was not a pretty sight. So don't worry about the naysayers or the negativity. Just show up, be present, and be clear and bright so people can see the beautiful and wonderful you. Okay? Now, when it comes to, say you use Insta size as a square thingy, makes your picture square. I like using Insta size because I like all my borders around my photos on Instagram white, because I like the cleanliness and the simplicity. Another big word, ish. I'm good tonight. Someone needs to give me a cookie or a gold star. Does it make me look smaller? Holly, your picture might shrink a little bit. But when you are using collages or maybe Insta size or anything like that, make sure that your backgrounds or your borders are not busy. There's a lot of amazing photos that I've seen on Instagram, not just within us, but photos and videos and stuff where it's just so busy. You know, like right now I see a lot of fall, like pumpkins in the background, or like candy corn, or just, it looks like a bunch of leggings material in the back. I'm just going to keep bringing up leggings tonight, Katie. But it's just so busy, and it makes people not want to stop. So I want you to think before you post a photo, is this going to be catching to the eye, or is it going to be too busy and give someone like a headache? You got to think about that. I'm not saying that, you guys know what I mean. And then same thing with fonts. Maybe you do quotes, maybe you do fonts on pictures. Make sure they're legible. Do light. So remember this, light font, light wording on dark photos or dark background, and dark font on light photos or light background. You'll be surprised. Don't look at me, Teresa, but you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I love my silver glittery font, but that shit does not show up on white background. Stick with the same color font, or stick with the same colors, fonts, and filters throughout your social media, because you're kind of making a brand. Okay? So, have three different colors that you use. I use black, white, and pink. Use 3 different fonts. Use 3 different filters that you keep consistent. So it's it looks clean. I don't know where I was going with cleanse. And do not filter food pictures. Do not filter food pictures. It looks weird. Put it in good lighting, natural lighting. Go to Lowe's or Home Depot or Ace Hardware and get a natural light bulb, stick it in one of your lamps, and just stick your food right there, because sun's going to start going down. You're not going to get that natural lighting for long. And last but not least, yes, so they see the real thing. Yes. Remember that social media is used to share your story. That is who you are. That is how people connect with you. That's how people gain trust in you. And that's how people want to hang out with you. Let's face it. You guys are hanging out with me right now, right? You're hanging out with me. Maybe we get on one-on-one phone calls. Maybe you get on one-on-one phone calls with your coach. Maybe you do other Zooms. We're all hanging out. We hang out with each other, whether you're blowing up Messenger or you're texting or you're on the phone. You hang out. You want to build a relationship with people that want to hang out with you, because this is a connection. This is a deep connection. Teresa, did you just roll your eyes at me? She's like, oh, I don't want to hang out with this girl anymore than I have to. Just kidding. But you want to make a presence on social media where you're showing up. Good. I'm glad. Where you're showing up and you're basically inviting people into your life without actually verbally inviting them. Does that make sense? Like, don't forget to share the fun things that you get to do, right? Maybe you take your kids to the park mid-morning when most people are at work. Maybe you going on a weekend adventure with your girlfriends. Maybe, whatever you do, show that up. Show the fun things that you do. And one also really good tip that I've learned recently is we are on social media, and I know privacy is a big thing. We want safety with our family and stuff. If you guys check into places, check in when you're leaving. So people aren't like, oh, I'm stalking Teresa. I'm going to go check it, the trampoline park and see if she's still there. I don't know. Yeah. But so make sure that if you do that, and this is something that I've learned recently, because I'm always like checking in. And then someone was like, dude, what if you have like some weird stalker and they're like, I'm going to go show up at Starbucks on 88th and see Fit with Vicki. I don't know. It's weird stuff. Anyways, I know that's a concern for a lot of people, so I just wanted to throw that out there, as weird as it may seem. I'm going to go through the chat to see if there's any questions, but if you guys have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask. What? Holly, you got lots of divorced military men. Oh, on friend requesting you? Oh. Like, what were we talking about right there?
That's it. That's who I get requesting me to be their friends. Creepy. Creepy. And they have like one picture. They started their profile like yesterday.
That's weird. Decline.
Absolutely.
Yes, I would definitely utilize Instagram if you guys really want to build a big and faster social media presence. Instagram is awesome. Make sure, I'm gonna touch on Instagram just real quick. Make sure that you guys use 30 hashtags. Use 30 hashtags. Please use 30 hashtags. Use 30 hashtags. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about your Instagram post, but use your 30 hashtags. Don't let a good post go to waste without hashtagging the ish out of it.
Vicky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I read somewhere that if you use 30 hashtags, like, I don't know if this is true, but if you use so many hashtags that it denotes the quality of them and less people see them. I don't know if that was for Twitter and Instagram or just Twitter or what.
I think that's for Twitter. I've never heard that about Instagram. All I know is it will, if you use too vague of hashtags, your thing won't be seen, because if you use fitness and then when you're like searching for fitness photos, it will be like refreshed and your stuff will be gone. So use hashtags that have around 10,000 posts.
How do you find new ones?
New hashtags?
Yeah.
So what I would do is take 5-10 minutes out of your day and just go on Instagram and like maybe write down things like part of your brand, like grab your avatar and start typing in hashtags in the search engine and see if there's any photos based on that hashtag, and see if you actually connect with any of those photos, because I'm not even kidding you. There's one time I used, like in the beginning of my journey, I don't know what I was using, like Sweaty Betty or like something weird, I don't know. You guys are going to go looking for this now. But I used it and it was only me and another hairy guy that used this hashtag. I'm not even kidding you. Like, this is awful. It's probably not Sweaty Betty. I'm sure people use that. But it was like me and this, and I'm not even kidding you. It was like this guy with like dark curly chest hair, and he was always like working out. And I'm like, okay, That's not my avatar. It's awful. So make sure you guys use the search engine on your Instagram to search hashtags. See if you connect with these people or see if you have things in common with these people, and then, use that hashtag. And you can always change them too. Like yes, Teresa.
No, go ahead, finish, and then I got a question.
Oh, I was going to say, you can always change them too. Like, use a couple hashtags, the rest of the week and see if they're working for you, or search them and see if you're connecting with the people that you're finding through those hashtags too. And if you're not getting any traction from them, then garbage them. Okay, T.
Okay, so I have two things. So on the hashtags, you don't put it with your post, you put it as a comment, right?
Correct. I do not hashtag my photos at the same time that I'm adding my caption. I do it separately, because when you are able to change your hashtags. Here's another thing for you guys. If you have a group of 30 hashtags, like say Teresa just posted a photo of her after workout selfie, and then she posts like one post, right? Her caption and her photo. Then she does another, like she's commenting on it with her hashtags. Well, 3 hours later, she could come in, wipe out those hashtags, put another thing of another 30 hashtags in. And so that picture will be recycled again. That's really good to do on Transformation Tuesday photos. Any part or any pictures or videos that you're sharing your journey. Anytime that you're talking about like something exciting coming up, like maybe you're getting your challenge pack, or Core de Force is coming out, or anything that you want to get a lot of traction on. And you could do that multiple times. You could do it as many times as you want.
Okay, one other thing.
Sure.
So, and I'm just saying this because a lot of people may not know, because I just recently discovered this, but if you're trying to share from your Instagram to your like page, it has to be a business Instagram.
Correct.
Otherwise it goes to your personal page. And so I just switched that, and it's so much easier to get like your business page, that activity going, because every time I post it to my business page, whereas if it was Beachbody related, I may like second guess, like, well, I'm not going to put this on my personal page, but now it's just a no-brainer every time. Right. So you have to change it to a business page. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, it seriously, like one post and you have two different places on social media that you're sharing that post, and it's takes up less time for sure. Thank you so much. Tracy, you're haggard looking in my transformation pic. You are not the one that you posted tonight. I'm gonna go mama bear somebody. You are not haggard. You look beautiful. Go ahead.
So somebody just posted on there. I'm sorry, I don't have a voice. I've been really sick, but someone just posted on that, was like, oh, she looks really haggard. I'm like, really? How my daughter was totally the mama bear and went in there and posted all over that shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, people are a-holes and they're deflecting whatever they're feeling on themselves for.
Exactly.
They're jerks.
I'm not mad.
Don't be mad. You're beautiful. You were beautiful and you're still beautiful, but you look a lot healthier and you look a lot happier. I'll tell you that. Not haggard. Melissa, did you raise your hand?
I did. I had a question.
Sure.
On my like page, it keeps saying, like, do you want to boost your post? Do you want to promote your page? I did once for a couple days. I did the promotion and I did get a couple likes here and there. Is anyone else promoting their page, or are we just, how do you guys handle that? I don't want to be spending money where unnecessary, you know?
So honestly, right now, I would suggest not to boost anything on a like page.
Okay.
Because, so I work with Josh Coates. He's my leadership mentor guy, and he's working personally with Zach, not Galifianakis. What is his name? He's like some Facebook ad guru, whatever. But he's some Facebook ad guru, and why he's working out, finding little things about this, and this. He's telling me these things. So I'm trying them out. I'm like playing guinea pig before I take them to you guys, because I think it's pointless to spend money when you're not seeing anything, right? Like if I'm doing that, I might as well go shopping and get a pair of shoes, right? Like, so as of right now, I personally am not spending any money to boost anything. The only things that I have boosted are my events when I go live in my event about my story or the coaching opportunity or a challenge group opportunity. That's the only thing I've done. And I've only boosted it for like $20 for a week. Mm-hmm. But I would not waste any money when it comes to boosting any posts or anything like that. So okay. I would put your money in your pocket. And if you guys want more traction on your post, I would share it to your like page, or even get a handful of friends, like your closest friends or your family or whatever, and ask them if they could share that post. You know, like maybe it's something that you're really excited about. Maybe it's your progress photo or something, or, whatever it is, something that you want to really get out there. Maybe ask your challengers, and, you'd be surprised how many people want to help you.
Yeah, sometimes I in the photo, they don't mind. I do it all the time.
Say that again.
Sometimes I'll tag my family or my close friends in the photo. That way it goes to their page too, and I don't have to share it a whole bunch.
Yep. That's a good idea. Like if you're working out with a few friends, or like if you guys are keeping each other accountable, tagging them too. All right. Anyone else have any questions? No? Does everyone feel good about social media? Or did I scare you about checking into places? No. Whoop, whoop. Okay, yeah, let's talk about Super Saturday real quick. Thank you so much, Lori. Super Saturday, for those of you who don't know, is a quarterly Beachbody event. These events are amazing, you guys, because not only do you get to meet other coaches, maybe even coaches on our team, but you get to meet coaches, you get to hear success stories. And if you're a crier like me, chances are you're going to cry, because sometimes they're super sad, but motivating anyways. You get to hear training. You get to hear trainings from top coaches or other coaches. You get to hear the corporate video. You get to hear all the cool things that's being launched. It's basically like a really cool version of a business meeting, and you get to do workouts and stuff. Seattle Super Saturday, I'm helping run it, but there's all Super Saturdays all over the country, all over Canada. Go into your coach online office, click the training and events tab, click Super Saturday, and you can find a Super Saturday near you. You can't find one there. If you can't find one there, you can host your own. Hey, Jade's like, yeah, I just signed up like 2 weeks ago. I have drove, the nearest one is Spanish only. Well, you can learn Spanish, Hillary. I'm telling you guys, I'm not saying you have to do this, but I personally have drove 4.5 hours and rode an hour-long ferry to get to a Super Saturday before. So I did it because I know that there's something about the energy you get from live events that you cannot get over recording. Just like there's some kind of energy you get for being on live Zooms that you can't while watching the recording, right? So just go. That's all I gotta say. Just go. Maybe invite some friends over and host one there. They're super easy. If you want to do it, I will help you, or I'll tell you how to do it. We drive 5 to 6 hours to do it, and it's awesome. Yes, Lori, you guys do drive clear across the state to come over here. Going to Super Sunday, Louisville with Nikki Whiting. Oh yeah, that's so awesome. Okay, I'm starting to get super nasally. I'm sorry. So go to Super Saturday. Also next week, we have a double night of Core de Force information. On the Misfit team call on Monday night, Joel Freeman from Core de Force himself. Hey. I don't know where that came from. He's going to be guest speaking on Misfit Republic, talking about all about Core de Force. And then next Tuesday, our team call, I personally asked Manny Watkins. She is a 7-star Diamond elite coach. And she is in the Beachbody test group right now for Core de Force. And she is seriously killing this program. And she's going to talk about how it benefits everybody and how we can talk about it on people, or talk about it to people, and how to get them excited and how to be excited. So we're going to do that. So mark your calendars, November 7th, we're going to do a team-wide test group for Core de Force. So it's going to be super excited. Cherie, you look super confused. I'll clue you in, honey. We'll talk soon. But no, she got off before I was going to do a selfie. Damn, Holly. Oh, Lori, don't tell her I cursed her after she got off. Whew. Okay. So I'm going to do, we're going to do a selfie here because that's what we do. We're professional selfie takers. That's what we signed up for when we became Beachbody coaches, right?
Thank you for the warning this time, you sneaky little thing last week.
I'm sorry. I really thought it was a good one because all I looked at was thumbs and everyone.
Oh yeah, that resting bitch face I had was special.
Hey, well, maybe next time you can look more engaged. I'm just kidding. I will warn you from now on. So everyone, we're going to smile. I'm going to count to 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for jumping on tonight. And I hope to see you all next Tuesday. And I hope this helped you guys.
Thank you so